I got for selling me clothes, tuppence for selling me blanket. If ever I live for the soldier again, devil show me sergeant.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, very short notice. Actually, I had things planned this weekend was for me missus, but late doors, very late doors last night. She got a call from work, could she work today, which is Sunday, and she said, well, yeah. And she was down for working Monday anyway, so quite quickly she suggested that you know, as long as she goes out for a little Chinese or something, I could disappear in the woods and wouldn't cause her no problems, bearing in mind this was a weekend we'd just decided that, you know, we'd do what she wants. So we've come back quite early doors to our little covert spot and packed very quickly, no time to do nothing. And get over here to make the best out of the day. And our screen's still here, and nothing seems to have been disturbed, which is quite reassuring. And we're going to start building some tent beds, raised tent beds and so forth tonight, and then on the next occasion we come back here, we're going to start building sort of proper lean-to type shelters. But yeah, nice little result there. Mrs. Tightwad at the work, and well, she's phoning a little goonie that she wants to go out for a meal, but no problems. So me and Mike have come over here, and well, I'll try and get a bit of filming done, but you know, the idea is to come out and do a bit of Grizzly Adam type building. And again, for Arjun, as we've come in, we've found this. Normally I'd pick it up and take it away. It's a big old camping ground sheet, cloth on one side, black on the other. We'll make use of that, and if necessary we do store wood in that to keep it dry, or it becomes a tent, a tarp tent, you know, sorry, a fire, something to stick over a fire, stop the rain from getting at it. But yeah, never walk past anything that could possibly be made use of. And here we go. Yeah, we're under a flight path for an aircraft here, but never mind, you can't have everything. Yeah, it's looking good, Mike, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've come in there, just settle for a while, listen to what's going on. As I say, look, the aircraft is right up there, you'll probably see that. Yeah. Little airfield there. It's not cause us too many problems, is it, mate? If they like flying, I like camping. Oh. But yeah, so here we are today. So a little small man. Now, nothing at all's been touched, mate, has it either?
No.
No. So
Anyway.
I'll have a cup of tea, a fag, and we'll get going there. So bring you back as and when. Take care. Okay, just cutting some wood, see diagonals on this. Obviously the old fold down saw, absolutely fantastic little bit of kit, and I've got two trees that are together here, so I'm just going to cut this more so it just fits into that little slot where I want it. Want that in an arrowhead. Can't remember if it's a Becker BK7 or BK9, but I am loving this. Second time I've used it. Beautiful knife. It's a tank. Everything everybody says in it for, and I got this for a very nice price off a guy off Facebook trade post. Loving this knife. I'm pretty chuffed there because my sharpening skills are coming up and up and up. Just need to make a little, that's it. Tell you what, I'm going to sit on that. I'll do that a different way. Just want to put a little arrow in there so it fits into that tree a bit more. Ooh. Fingers away from the blade, obviously. Just using it like a plane now. Yeah. Yeah, it's just so I've got a bit more of an angle on that. Yeah, shoulder. Old Becker knife, always had my eye on one of them. Knife. And obviously a guy come up, he was selling it on the Facebook trade post. Comes with a nylon green sheath as well, which appealed to me. And yeah, we had a little chat. He said he wanted to flog it. I said, why? He said, well, wife's having another baby, I've got loads of knife, I've got one there collecting dust, i.e. this one. And you know, I said, how much? He said 60 quid. I had a quick web search, as you do. That's a very reasonable price. And you know, he said, oh, I need to buy push there for my kid light. So I didn't think, you know, normally I'd haggle on that, see if I can get it for 50 or something, but it didn't really seem appropriate in this point, because I've just got a spanking little lovely knife for 60 quid postage. He's happy, I'm very, very happy. Right, see if this fits in that crook there. Oh, like a dream. I'll just show you what's, I'll bring this off just to, again, I'm not famous for me flash filming, but literally just to get the A-frame up, that's going to be my crossbar at the bottom. I've just put some jute wire there at the moment just to get it up so I can then measure stuff and decide where it's all going. But as I've come round here, there's my other diagonal bar. I've realised that they will fit, rather than to the tree here, as I've done there, nice little crotch and in there, and that's why you can see I'm just sharpening that bit in there. So that really does, yeah, a bit of rope on that. They're going to be me 2 diagonal bars, and again, bar going across, bar coming across where my actual bed's going to be. Right, ladies and gents, yeah, loving that knife. It's actually a fantastic bit of kit, really. It's a posh MOD survival knife, if you're asking me to give it a good description. I like it. 60 quid, excellent little bit of kit. And I've got to stop buying knives. That's because I'm being told to by my wife, and guess what, she's right. Right then, ladies and gents, yeah, bring it back in a mo when I've actually done something. Yeah, obviously it's going to be tied in a lot better than that. That's just for the moment, so I can then measure from there, obviously to there, to get me sort of poles going across. But I'll get these secured in and I'll bring you back. Take care. You got me uprights up there, just tied them up temporary. That's pretty pretty solid there. There's me 2 uprights again there, and what you'll see here is my extremely long horizontal pole. Here we see Mike sorting out his kit, because what we're doing is, and I don't know if anybody does, if you need to measure something in the field, you measure it with a bit of string, i.e. the distance between there and there, then you transfer that bit of string from, you know, the end of your bit of wood down to where you need it, and then you know where your cut line is. People, you know, different ways of doing it, but that's how I do it. All I'm going to do now, because this is going to go inside that tarp, every protrusion off there, I want to make that as smooth as possible. All the little where the branches used to be and all that, I'll just knock them off and try and make it as round and as smooth as possible, i.e. not to puncture me tarp. I'll talk about the DPM tarp in a minute. And this Becker knife is beautiful.
These a bit shorter, so.
So good?
Could make these a bit shorter, really.
Yeah. Never find perfectly straight ones, do you? But they'll work nonetheless. Again, wide stroke knife coming towards me. you run a knife up and down it. Acts like a plane, so. Loving this knife, mate. Okay, now this here. I'll do the same with the other one. You don't need to watch me do that, ladies and gents, there. Right. Right, ladies and gents, I've been beavering away. Mike's working away in the background. Obviously tools for the job. Loving the old knife. Obviously the saws speak for themselves. Both bits of kit I wouldn't be without. And all I've done is a simple A-frame. Windlass to the top. Mike's is a Boy Scout and he's been taking the piss out of my windlassing. That's fair enough. Huh? No, it's just said we won't see more yet. No, obviously I might. We're going to leave it as it is here up when we go, the two A-frames, just to see if it's disturbed when we come back. So I've just used some. I'm quite impressed by it as it goes for what it was. Some what I would describe as cheap shop or pound shop string there. That's just a bit of jute twine, as I said earlier on, just to get it up there so I could do a bit of measuring. More than enough. But I put a crossbar on there. But the two horizontal bars, I have had it on, I'll show you that in a sec, would have been enough there for me to probably sit on as it goes. Again, something windlassing and tying off stuff is something I need to learn more about, but that'll get the job done. The end parts there will be the horizontal poles. Now just sort of come down to that here as we see the horizontal poles, and if I just zoom in on it all the way along, it's just like a stretcher. It's easy to lift on and off. This used to be a Rich Army DPM tarp that kind of just sat about and never actually did anything. I only paid £8 for it at a boot fair, top end of last summer. It's extremely long, so what I did is, you see all the edging where it's got all the grommets on it and all that type of stuff, I just cut all of that off all the way round, so it had no edging on it, okay? And then obviously, any of you know a military tarp, it's got a piece of webbing down the centre of it, so I then cut that piece of 25mm webbing out, So then I had two rectangular pieces like we can see here, exactly that size, and all I did then was go around, hem it at the edge, and you notice a zigzag stitch there, so that will take a lot of pressure. And at the end, as we can see here, I sewed both together then to form a big loop. Now if necessary, I was push come to shove, I could get inside of that, if that's all I had. But this is going to have a dual role for me. It is and always will be with me. It'll be rolled up in my sleep mat, and it's going to replace the what are they, £1 blue tops? Yeah, the £1 blue tops, which has served me well, don't get me wrong, for £1. A couple of times I've been caught out and I thought, blimey, I've got that at the bottom of my Bergen. But this will now be a ground sheet, as you see it. If we take away the poles, that will be a waterproof ground sheet for me, and as and when needed, and as I'm doing it here, I can quite, because it is sewn in a circle, a loop. It's a bag with open ends basically, and there's a fair old bit of sewing gone in. They never really do what you want them to do they? There's a fair bit of sewing on that seam that's been sewn over, and then sewn again with the old zigzag stitch. There's one, sorry. And there's inside of there, you can't see it, there's another row of stitching in that as well. And all I've done, just with that little bit of material, keeping it all lightweight, on each corner there's a little, should I need to peg that out as a ground sheet, I can do. And there's one on the other side there, and two on the bottom ends. So yeah, you know, for £8, I've got a decent ground sheet, weighs hardly anything, very robust, very waterproof, and I just sat there and did it as a mad fit. Probably took about 40 minutes to do, cutting off the edging and splitting it into two halves, taking the middle ridge line 25mm webbing strip, and that goes all the way down that end, which probably took as long as it did to sew up. Right, next time we'll see this, so I'm going to put it on, and shall we see if I join the Fat Bum Club again, and the Bum Bum Club, see if
I'm sure you will be fine, mate. I have every faith in you.
No, I will gingerly sit on it and give it a test, but obviously I can't film while I'll get that up and that as well. Anyway, no worries, I'll bring you back. Right, let's see if it all fits together now.
Well,
Well, no, I should be alright, mate. That bit will go on there. That bit goes on there. And that bit. There we go. And this is a little bit long, it's as long as a basher, but if I need to fold it under, can do. Take anything off that could possibly injure me. And I don't know how to edit stuff out either. Right, let's see if the old tightwad stitching holds up. Looks tough, I can't think of any other way to do it. Funny face, isn't it? Oh. That's tell you what, it just sags down enough just to be nice, eh?
Yeah.
I'm impressed with the tight wad stitching there. So I thought that would be the weakest thing on this, mate. The material's strong as robust. I can tell you, get yourself a basher and turn it to a ground sheet and it can do this, mate. So for £8, that is looking good.
Just like a hammock, really, isn't it?
Huh?
Just like a hammock, really.
I could turn it into a hammock, mate, and you can get 2 hammocks out of these. You know, like if you, all you have to do is string it down the side like I normally do with a 25mm webbing. You've got a full-size hammock, and you can get 2 out of a basher. So if anybody's got like a cheap basher, don't have to be in the best of nick because I'm not looking for the waterproofness of it. Give us a PM and I'll see what we can do. Oh. That's cracking. Again, I just want it in a bit more. So I'm going to lower one side just a little bit to make it a little bit more taut. I am, well, I can live with that. And just to prove it wasn't a fluke, and that's more than wide enough to accompany me, that is. Yeah, I'd no idea whether this would work or not. I just sat there, thought about it, thought let's get it done. I want that a little bit wider though. So I'm going to drop them down a little bit. Right, ladies and gents, seems to the moment to have worked. I'll see you all later. Right, ladies and gents, so busy building, not doing a lot of filming, which is like really cool. Now, stuck my tarp up now, ridge line across the top, keep it nice and simple. Couple of homemade bungees, really long ones, just getting it out. 3 tent pegs at the back. I'll go around there and have a little tidy up at the moment, just stuck it up at the moment. But yeah, that's my chaise lounge, my bed for the night. Unfortunately, Mike, he's got it on camera, bless him. He's joined the Bum Bum Club. Fantastic bit of kit, because that army hammock come stretcher type thing could be doing with it being a bit about, you know, ½ a metre wider. Mike's quite wide, so we realised quite early on, once you put the poles in it, he wouldn't actually have a lot of width for his body. So we went to tarp, and I think it's Really Big Monkey, the American guy, you know, threading it through at the back. But unfortunately, that's a shame though, mate, because it was just a wood fail, wasn't it, mate? Yep. Yeah. No worries. Right, well, the newest member of the Bum Bum Club then. So we replaced that and we're good to go. A bit of a tidy up, get the admin sorted out. Got a brew on.
Firewood?
Yeah, yeah. More building wood, mate. It's yeah, time's getting on, but just having a bit of fun. Again, these are the bungees I made, not 3mm. Ever so handy. And there's another one going up, just taking it up there. So that's 2 bungees and 3 tent poles. I may or may not drop that down into an A-frame so it's covering it tonight. But if we don't get any bad weather, I'm not going to bother, because I like to be out in the open. I've got an idea of modification. I'm going to show a triangle of material for that, and then so there'll be a piece of material coming up there, and on the other side, see where you can see that triangle with the light coming through, that will be replaced by a lightweight bit of cloth that will just go up to the A-frame. So there'll be a bit of cloth along there, triangular in shape, and the apex of it will tie off there, so it just stops the wind from coming in that side. Again, that used to be DPM basher that I didn't think too much of. Didn't really had a use for it, but it will do my now ground sheet and raised bed whenever I want it to. I'll get off this now, just see if Mike needs a bit of a hand and get me brew drunk. Anyway, ladies and gents, take care.